Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Recha Kodesh. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. And today we're going to go into the book of First Chronicles, the 4th chapter, the line of Asher. The sons of Judah, Perez, Hezron, and Carmi, and Hur, and Shobal. And Reaiah, the son of Shobal, begat Jahath, and Jahath begat Ahumai, and Lahad. These are the families of the Zorathites. And these were the father of Etam, Jezreel, and Ishma, and Idbash. And the name of their sister was Hazelel Ponai. And Penuel, the father of Gedor, and Ezer, the father of Husha. These are the sons of Hur. The firstborn of Ephratah, the father of Bethlehem. And hence you have a place in Israel named Ephratah, or Bethlehem. And Ashur, the father of Tekoa, had two wives, Helah and Naarah. And Naarah bare him Azuham, and Hefer, and Temanai, and Hahashtari. These were the sons of Naarah. And the sons of Helah were Zereth, and Jezor, and Ethnan. And Koz begat Anub, and Zobeba, and the families of Aharhel, the son of Harum. And Jabez was more honorable than his brethren, and his mother called his name Jabez, saying, because I bear him with sorrow, which I believe the name Jabez does translate to sorrow. Verse 10. And Jabez called on the God of Israel, saying, oh, that thou wouldest bless me indeed, and enlarge my coast. So he prayed and asked the Lord, as it says, to increase him. And that thine hand might be with me, and that thou wouldest keep me from evil, that it may not grieve me. And God granted him that which he requested. And Chilub, the brother of Shua, begat Mehir, which was the father of Eshton. And Eshton begat Bethrapha, and Paseah, and Tehina, the father of Ir-Nahash. These are the men of Recha. And the sons of Kenaz, Othniel, and Seraiah. And the sons of Othniel, Hathath. And Meonothai begat Ophrah, and Seraiah begat Joab, the father of the valley of Karashim, for they were craftsmen. And the sons of Caleb, the sons of Jephunneh, Iru, Elah, and Naam. And the sons of Elah, even Kenaz. And the sons of Jehalelel, Ziph, and Ziphah, Tiriah, and Asariel. And the sons of Ezra were Jethir, and Mered, and Aphir, and Jalon. And she bare Miriam, and Shammai, and Ishba, the father of Eshtemoa. And his wife, Jehudijah, bare Jared, the father of Gedor, and Heber, the father of Soko, and Jekuthiel, the father of Zanoah. And these are the sons of Bithia, the daughter of Pharaoh, which Mered took. And the sons of his wife Hodiah, the sister of Nahum, the father of Keilah, the Garmite, and Eshtemoa, the Maachathite. And the sons of Shimon were Ammon, and Rina, and Ben-Hanan, and Talon. And his sons of Ishi were Zoheth, and Ben-Zoheth. The sons of Shelah, the son of Judah, were Er, the father of Lekah, and Laadah, the father of Mareshah, and the families of the house of them that wrought fine linen, of the house of Ashbea. And Joachim, and the men of Kozibah, and Joash, and Saraph, who had the dominion in Moab, and Jashu Bilehem. And these are ancient things. And when you look at that wording, when it says these are ancient things, It says here, these names all come from ancient records. Verse 23, these were the potters, and those that dwelt among plants and hedges. There they dwelt with the king for his work. In other words, they were the pottery makers who lived in Netaim and Gedera, which I guess thus was referred to by the plants and hedges. They lived there and worked for the king. I guess it means, okay, literally plants and hedges. Verse 24, the sons of Simeon were Nemuel and Jamin and Jarib, Zerah and Shaul, Shalom his son, Mibsam his son, Mishma his son. And the sons of Mishma, Hamuel his son, Zakur his son, Shimei his son. And Shimei had 16 sons and 6 daughters, but his brethren had not many children. Neither did all their family multiply, like to the children of Judah. And they dwelt at Beersheba, and Moladah, and Hazar Shual, and at Bilhah, and at Ezem, and at Tolad, and at Bethuel, and at Hormah, and at Ziklag, and at Beth Mar Kaboth, and Hazar Susim, and at Beth Biri, and at Sha'araim. These were their cities unto the reign of David. And their villages were Etam, and Ain, Rimmon, and Tekon, and Ashan, 5 cities. Ashan is interesting. Sounds very much like Ashanti. It means smoke, a city in the lowland of Judah, mentioned as belonging to Simeon. Pretty interesting there. And all their villages that were round about the same cities unto Baal. These were their habitations and their genealogy. And Meshobab, and Jamlech, and Josha, the son of Amaziah, and Joel, and Jehu, the son of Josibiah, the son of Seraiah, the son of Asiel, and Elionai, and Jaakobah, and Jeshohiah, and Asaiah, and Adiel, and Jesimiel, and Benaiah, and Ziza, the son of Shiphi, the son of Alun, the son of Jedaiah, the son of Shimri, the son of Shemaiah. These, mentioned by their names, were princes in their families, and the house of their fathers increased greatly. And they went to the entrance of Gedor, even unto the east side of the valley, to seek pastures for their flocks. So basically land that had a lot of greens that they could feed their flocks. And they found fat pasture and good, and the land was wide and quiet and peaceable, for they of Ham had dwelt there of old. So before the Hamites were driven out, that's where they were. But when they came, they were like, oh, this is perfect. And these written by name came in the days of Hezekiah, king of Judah, and smote their tents and the habitations that were found there, and destroyed them utterly unto this day, and dwelt in their rooms, because there was pasture there for their flocks. And basically, these, I believe, were Simeonites that came in there and basically drove out the inhabitants of the land and took it for themselves, because it was good pasture. So it's interesting why I believe when you look at the map of Israel, you'll see Simeon and Judah are nearby, if I remember correctly. Let's do, usually there's some good, okay, hold on, I think this is a good one. Yeah, there you go. So you can see here, there's Simeon within the land here of Judah. I'll read this in the NLT as well. But during the reign of King Hezekiah of Judah, these leaders of Simeon invaded the region and completely destroyed the homes of the descendants of Ham and of the Meunites, No trace of them remains today. They killed everyone who lived there and took the land for themselves because they wanted its good pasture land for their flocks. Verse 42, and some of them, even the sons of Simeon, 500 men, went to Mount Seir, having for their captains Pelatiah and Neariah and Rephaiah and Uzziel, the sons of Ishi. And they smote the rest of the Amalekites that were escaped and dwelt there on to this day. So up until the time of that writing, you had some Simeonites that had actually taken some parts of that land after smiting the Amalekites that were there. And that brings us to the end of 1 Chronicles, the 4th chapter. Lord willing, this was edifying to the elect. In closing, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Recha Kodash. Until next time, Shalom.